There we go. We're back. How's it going, everybody? Welcome to the live stream. Do we have audio? Let me know in the chat if we have audio. Testing, testing. Let me hear myself before I continue our beautiful rant. All right, cool. We have audio. What is up, guys? Welcome to the Thursday night show. My name is Jordan P. Anderson here with Nice Slice Studio. We help startup founders launch their products, and that's exactly what we're going to do today. We've had a lecture like this before, how to launch in 10 days. This is all based on our 500K SaaS launch kit, which I'm going to put here in the chat. If at any time you just want to grab this and do it yourself, we have all the resources, templates, tools, scripts, everything that you need. You have to do zero thinking. Go to niceslicestudio.com/training/500K and go scoop up the 500K SaaS launch kit today. The link is also in the description. But today, I'm not going to talk so much about the strategies behind launching or the mindset behind launching. We're going to talk today about you want to launch, you have a product, you're on the fence, you are bullshitting yourself, you're lying to yourself, and you're afraid, you're in perfectionism mode, and I'm just going to show you the down and dirty, practical, and free tools today of how to get your product up and out the door. So at any time that you're watching this, if you have any questions, if you have a product specific question, you can drop it in the chat. We can do some one-on-one, even just like, hey, here's my product, here's what I do. Oh, how do I sell to this type of person? How do I sell to this type of audience? Drop it in the chat. I'll be checking the chat here and there. I've got a Miro board set up and ready to go. But yeah, let's do it. Let me pop the chat out so I don't lose it and then I'll bring this out. Okay. One second. Okay, we got Prod here. Hello. We got CK. What's going on, guys? How you doing? All right, let me pull this. Again, Arc, give me the... Don't use Arc if you need to pull the window out. Okay, hang on. Separate all tabs. Yes, give me this pop-out chat. Awesome. Okay, let's bring up the Miro board. Here we go. All right, so today, guys, I'm going to show you how to do a 10-day launch. And again, all of this is based on the 500K SaaS launch kit, which, again, you can go to Nice Slice Studio. I'll put it right down here. Put the little graphic. Boom. niceslicestudio.com/training/500K. Go ahead and grab it if you just want to skip to the end. If you don't want to watch this entire lecture, you want to do it yourself, get all the templates and everything, just go ahead and grab the product right there. So let's get into this. I've got a bunch of note cards here. I've got kind of all this stuff loaded up. And we've got a calendar here, an empty calendar that we need to fill up. So I say to do a 10-day launch. You could do a 5-day launch. You could do a 14-day launch. You could do a year-long launch. But what is going to be the most effective use of your time? What's going to be the most effective use of your customers' time? What's going to keep... What if you say something on day 1... Are your customers going to remember it day 5? Are they going to think about it on day 10? When day are you actually going to launch? If I were to say, hey guys, we are launching in 3 weeks, will you remember that? Will you mark your calendars? Will you keep it up? You know, even think about like when a game comes out, when a movie comes out, how much marketing they have to do to constantly remind you when a product is coming out. So with your audience, maybe your product isn't at the forefront of their mind, or maybe you don't have the mega $1 million movie budget to pump out, hey, here's the trailer, here's when the movie comes out, January 1st, it's coming out this day, here's the day. You don't have that kind of resources, you don't have that kind of time, and your audience doesn't have the kind of attention span. So we need to find the perfect sweet spot of how long to hype up our stuff and then when to actually launch and when to actually put it out into the world. So I say to do a 10-day launch. 5 days is a little bit too short. If I were to launch something, do a little pre-launch on Monday and then say, hey, the product comes out on Friday. That is good. That's enough time. People will remember it, but you don't have enough build-up time to build as kind of a critical mass of as large enough audience for you. With a 14-day launch, you can build up a lot of people, but the people at the beginning that you told on day 1 and 2, they're not exactly going to remember what you said. And then by the time you launch, you're kind of, whoever you talked to in the last 4 days is really going to remember what happened. So I say to do a 10-day launch, and really it's 10 days of launching, but you launch on day 7. So in the first 1 through 7 days, you are pre-launching, you are hyping people up, you are getting the right person in front of it. You're filtering out people. You're building a wait list. I'm going to show you everything, how to do it step by step, day by day. And then on day 7, you hit launch, you release the product, you open the doors, you let people buy the product. And then on days 8, 9, and 10, and 11 are when you're kind of bringing in the slow adopters. All your early adopters, you're excited, your hot, fast customers are going to fly in on day 7 on launch day, or even the launch hour. But there's going to be people that have a couple questions or just have one question and they're kind of on the fence. And that's for day 8, 9, and 10. That's for you to kind of get the cats, herd the cats. Like, okay, in the door, buy the stuff. The door's closing, but that's where you add the pressure. So pay attention to the marketing stuff that's coming out in the next week. That probably already that you're seeing now in your inbox of all the Black Friday stuff, of all the Cyber Monday stuff. Maybe some companies that you see, like their doors or their discount opens on Black Friday and then it expires on Cyber Monday. Pay attention to what some of those companies are doing, or there's a lot you can learn from, you look at Target or you look at Amazon, see how they're kind of selling their stuff or D2C products, and you think, I'm a SaaS company, I'm a startup founder, like, I don't care, I'm not in retail, but pay attention, like, it's still selling stuff, it's still getting people to buy stuff, it's still talking to a customer, it's still pointing at a problem and getting them to, hey, here's our solution, do you want it, it's now available, and then pay attention to the urgency, pay attention to the limited quantity, and then pay attention to the discounts too. That's it. That's interesting. Like, how much of a discount gets people to move? Is it 40%? Is it 150%? 90% discounts? But that's a different story. That's a different video. So let's lay out what you need to be doing for your launch. Maybe you are going to launch on Black Friday. Today might be the day where you say, hey, I'm going to watch Jordan's video. I'm going to get all my material ready on Friday, Saturday, Sunday, and then I'm going to start my launch on Monday and maybe launch through until the launch goes live on Black Friday and things close down on Cyber Monday. You could do this for Black Friday if you wanted to. So let's get into it. So the day 1, what is day 1? Let's find our in day 1, what I like to do is I send this right here. I send a little survey, an email. So the tools that you're going to need in this, you're going to need email, you're going to need a little bit of social media, you're going to need some kind of video camera, a webcam, whatever, just something as simple as possible to get your face in front of your customers and sending them a direct message. You don't need to do any fancy editing. You don't need to have hire a film editor. You just need to put a message in front. So it's video. It's going to be, you could do audio. You could do podcasts. You need a little bit of social media savviness. And then you're also going to need email. And if you don't have an email list, if you don't have anybody on your email list, now's the time to start. Or if you're watching this and you're going to say, I need to start building my email list and getting people to pay attention to me, find a way to get people on your email list. But that's another video. Right now, we're going to talk about what we should be sending out. So the first one we want to send out on day 1 is a survey. It's a survey email. It's very simple. It's kind of reverse psychology. It's kind of hidden what the intentions of a survey are. On the outside to your customers, a survey just looks like a survey. Hey, we got a new product coming out, or hey, we're building something new behind the scenes. We got a new feature coming out that we're really excited about, or we're thinking about what features to build. And here, we just want to get some customer survey. We want to get a customer feedback and to see what you guys are interested in, or people that are out there, our leads out there. We want to know what you're interested in, what features you're really looking out for, what problems you have, what solutions you're looking for. So that's going to be your simple survey. 4 options max, 4 different features for 4 different problems that you're attempting to solve, and then send that out to your list. Send that out to your audience, send that out in a Twitter poll, whatever it may be, and that's going to be day 1. You're going to get some feedback. You're going to hear people choose a couple things. I say it's a secret intention because the survey, there's actually an answer to the survey, and the correct answer to your survey is the feature or the app that you've already built. So you send the survey on day 1, then on, day 2, you could resend it again, say, resend it to people that didn't open the email, post it again, do a retweet on Twitter, for example, maybe even, post it in your, YouTube now has communities and they're trying to, push that as something, or LinkedIn, whatever it may be. So you do a survey, pump up the survey just a little bit, give it another day or 2 for people to answer. And then on day 3, you are going to release the results of the survey, And the survey is just going to say, hey, guys, great news. Thanks so much for the feedback. You're just thanking people for their participation, no matter if they participated or not, but just being grateful. And oh, it just so happens that the answers to the survey, it's all fake numbers, it's fake data. You're just showing people, hey, look, this is what you guys really wanted, and it's option C, and option C is the feature app product that you're about to bring to market. And hey, looks like you guys really want this. It's a little bit of gaslighting, but it's a little bit of controlling your own narrative as a company. And I think that's what you're allowed to do as a as the marketing head of marketing inside your own company. So you post the results. You say, "Hey, option C is the winner. Looks like you guys really want this thing." And hey, you know what? Stick around. Pay attention to tomorrow's email because we've got something that I think you're going to be really interested in. And tomorrow's email is pre-launch email number one. Now let me pause right here before I go over here. If you're just now watching this, if you just joined us, we're going to go through all these note cards, everything, all the tools, tips, all the emails that you have to send, the videos that you have to do. If you don't want to do any of that, if you don't want to write any of that, if you don't want to think about any of that, if you don't want to, hey, I'm not writing 10 emails, Jordan. I can't do a YouTube script on my own. I don't even know how to build my own landing page. If you want all that, how to build your landing page, sorry, not how to build, the landing page templates, the email templates, the the video scripts, all of that, and I even show you step by step. I give you 4 video lessons on exactly how to do that. Go over here, niceslicestudio.com/training/500K. Go ahead and grab this. You have a 90-day money-back guarantee. You can go through this entire thing, use it, say you don't like it, and get your money back, no questions asked. But let's get back to it. So, pre-launch email number one. Pre-launch email number one is just kind of the shot across the bow. You are first talking about a formula that we love here at Nice Slice Studio, and let me see if I can find it. It is this right here. These 3 letters, PAS, and this email sequence is called the El Paso, which I'll get to here in a second. PAS, problem, agitate, solve. Talk about the problem, agitate the problem, dig into it, just stick the knife in, twist it a little bit, and then S is the solution. Here's the solution. Here's the how we solve your problem. And then the email after that is the offer, which is your product, which is your launch day. So we're going to follow the PAS framework. And if you're in ChatGPT, if you're looking to add or create a series of emails, type this in and ChatGPT is going to know exactly what you're talking about. Say, hey, I need a PAS framework on my product. Here's the problems that it solves. Here's the problems that my customers experience. Here's the type of customer I'm trying to sell to. Here are their current problems. And here is my solution. Please create 3 emails that follow the PAS framework. And it'll know exactly what to do, and it'll spit those out for you. So PAS, problem, agitate, solve. Pre-launch email number 1 is the problem email. You are talking about the problems that are alive and well and buried deep into your customer's mind that they are constantly thinking about. I'm trying to find, did I have a problem? No. So I'll just put it right here. So this one is problem. There we go. Make it blue. Make it orange. So this is problem. You're talking about the problem. You are not selling your product. You are not talking about any discounts. You're not talking about any launches. You're not even talking about the survey anymore. In pre-launch email number 1, you're just talking about, you're getting down, you're level setting with your customer. You're talking about their problems, getting on their level, getting in their head. You are not starting a new conversation. You are not introducing this new concept that they've never heard of. And the challenge with this, and what's so hard about this stuff, is you have to get in the conversation that your customer is already having in their head. You can't come up with something new. They already have this problem, and you are just putting words in their mouth. Or you're like, hey, I was thinking that, or you took the words right out of my mouth. That's the better way to say it. So with this problem email, you should just really dig into the problem, talk about what you've seen, maybe something that you personally experienced. I think the best kind of founders that have the best kind of companies in the SaaS world are founders that have that exact problem that they're solving. If a founder is disconnected from the problem, if they aren't that target audience, if they aren't that target customer, then it's hard for them to dig into the psychology and relate. But if they are that person, or hey, that was me 5 years ago, or hey, I'm just like you 5 years ago. Let me talk a little bit more about this. And that is Super powerful. That's hard to do. And like if you hire a copywriter, if you bring them on, even them are still going to kind of struggle to figure out the exact psychology of your customer unless you actually interview a lot of your customers and get a lot of data and get a lot of feedback from your customers. Guys, real quick, if you're watching this and you have questions, if you have a product specific question, if you have a launch specific question, go ahead and ask it. Don't wait to the very end of the show. Don't wait till we finish the lecture. Just go ahead and drop your questions in and we can get to them whenever you guys want. And again, be specific. You can drop your product link. Don't feel like you are being selfish. Go ahead and drop your questions. I know it's like to watch a live chat and be like, oh, I don't want to bother these people. I don't want to, like, now's the time to be selfish and get your questions answered. So you do your pre-launch email number 1. Then the next day, or you could do it on day 6, or you could do it on day 5. I would probably do it on day 5, and that is going to be the next email, which is going to be agitate. Agitate, yes. There's no spell check on this show. So the next one, the next email is agitate, where you twist the knife a little bit more. You set up the problem in email number 1. Now email number 2, you're going to dig into the pain. You're going to talk about the downsides of everything. You're going to talk about what happens if your customer doesn't solve this problem, and what happens if they don't solve this problem now. What's going to happen to them in a month? What's their business or life going to look like in a year if they don't solve this problem? You want to get a little dark and imaginative and kind of go down this dark slope with them into the kind of, the valley of death, whether you're like, this is it. This is looking bad and grim. And if you don't solve this problem, I don't know if you can recover from this. I don't know if I've seen a lot of people do this, and a lot of people have gone down this route, and a lot of people have tried and failed. And sadly, they have, I don't know if you can pull this out. So that's what you really want. You kind of want to dig into the fear a little bit, get people a little bit riled up. I know some people out there don't feel like riling up their customers. They don't feel like, I don't want to bother people. I don't want to like tug at their emotions. Every purchase decision is emotionally driven. So to agitate your customers' emotions, to meddle and fiddle with your customers' emotion is part of the process. And I think you have full permission to do that because it's your obligation to get them to buy this. And if you're not going to want to poke the bear or poke at them a little bit or get some kind of reaction out of your customers, there's just so much noise in the world. Somebody else is going to go do it. Somebody else is going to grab their attention. So we've got to grab our customers' attention. So what's nice about email number 1 and 2 is with email number 1, you should do a little PS to say, hey, watch out for tomorrow's email because I'm going to say blah, blah, blah about how all this stuff is going to get so grim and dire. So this is email. And then for email number 2, you're going to do the exact same thing in the PS and say, hey, watch out for tomorrow's email because this is about to get, there's some sunshine. There's some light at the end of the tunnel. So don't be so, I know this email that I just sent you is a little bit dark, and I don't want you to lose hope with this, but there is a solution, and I think I think what we've got might be the answer to your problems. So stick around to tomorrow. I'll see you on that email, and then that's when you send email number 3. So with email number 3 is pause. You are, again, not selling your offer just yet. You are not selling anything. That's for launch day. This, you are just talking about the solution, and you could be humble about it, be like, hey, we think we found the solution, or we've been working on this problem. Over the last 2 days, we've talked about this problem, XYZ, everything that goes into this problem, how bad things can get. And, it's a lot of customers have come to us. We feel this same exact pain. And I think we've come up with a solution. We've been working on this problem for a couple years now. Or I've been, don't use royal we, you could use I. Like if it's just you at your company, if you're just a young guy running your own company, just say it's me. Hey, I've been working on this. I've had this exact same problem as you are. And if you're still reading this, you probably still have this problem. That's where you offer the solution. You talk about how you can solve it, the benefits of solving it, what life could be like. It's called future pacing, where you paint a picture of the future. Imagine a world where you blank, blank, blank. And how great would it be if you could go up all the stuff, all the benefits, all the happiness that they're going to feel on the other side of that solution. And then you do another PS. You should pick this up. With every email that you send, you should add some kind of PS. PS is the most underrated real estate on an email. If people don't use it, you should have a PS in every single email because it's free real estate. It's free real estate. Then this is where we're gonna get. Let's pause before we get to launch day, because the next day is launch day. But again, the PS, you're gonna say, hey, tomorrow we've got something big. So pay attention, check it out. Now, I said you should send emails. You should also be sending videos as well. So you could write the email. This could be your process. You could write the email, and that's kind of your script. And then you take that script and then you record the video of it, of you talking about everything that you just wrote in the email. Or you do the opposite. So you write the video script first, and then record the video, and then take that script, take all the thinking and how you phrased everything in the video, and then, or you could even take the transcript of the video, take the transcript, throw it into ChatGPT, say, hey, take this transcript and turn it into a nice email, do it in this style, do it in this tone, write it like this, tweak it a little bit, proofread, do the Hemingway editor, and then now you got your email. So because you want both sides to have basically mirror images of each other. You want it to be the same messaging. How you phrase something in the email should be how you phrase something in the video. And the same with the landing page if you have a landing page that you're using. So keep it consistent, keep it congruent is a better way to say it. But pre-launch video number 1 should go out with pre-launch video number 2, or sorry, with email number 2. What am I saying? Email number 1. There we go. And then pre-launch video number 2. So these can be kind of sister videos where one video leads into the other. They kind of like, hey, watch this video, and then tomorrow I got a new video that you need to watch. Same with your pre-launch emails. In the top 20% of the email, I would post the link to the video first and then go into the details of the problem. Same with email number 2. I would say, hey, here's video number 2. Check this out. We talk about XYZ, and then do the details of the rest in the email. But because we want people to watch the video honestly more than we want them to read the email, because when they watch a video like this, they're spending time with us, they're getting to know us, it's like a mass sales call where I can be in 1,000 places at once because 1,000 people are watching this video. I can say the same message, be exactly consistent. That's the power of video. That's why I love this. That's why I love these live streams, because I can take this, record this one message, and now this is acting as my salesperson, my little virtual salesperson over and over. And you're spending time with me, quality time, building trust. Hey, I like this guy. I like how this guy thinks. We want that for our customers. We want them to spend time with us, trust us. So by the time that they get to what we talk about, our offer, where we actually do the pitch, that they feel like, hey, I'm with this guy. I've been following him for the last couple of days. What he says makes a lot of sense. Cool. I want to do this. So that's pre-launch video number 2. Then we go into. You could do a promo video if you wanted to. You could do a hype video. You could do just a quick little like sign on Twitter video. Hey guys, what's up? I just want to come on here real quick. We've got something really cool tomorrow that I want you. Hey, save the date. You could even throw this here if you wanted to, like day 2, day 3, day 4. You could put this promo video really wherever you wanted. And it's kind of, you could follow the like 90-second VSL script that we've done here on this channel. Basically talk about you don't have to talk about who you are. You can talk about who you're helping, what you're doing, what they get, the money back guarantee, and it can really kind of pitch it that way. But a little bit more of a softer sell. You don't have to go exactly into like, here's what you get, here's the price, here's the refund policy. It could just be more like, hey guys, something big and exciting is happening. A little bit more like I think like a movie trailer that just says coming soon, rather than buy tickets now on January 1st. So it's a little bit more vague and broad, and just like, a little splash in the pond. You're throwing your rock in the pond. That's kind of what you're doing. Then you got your actual VSL, which can be following that 90-second VSL formula, where you talk about who you help, what you do, what they get, the price, refund policy. That's it. Don't talk about who you are. Don't talk about your journey. Don't talk about how many billion people you've helped, how strong you are, how much you weigh, nor what's in your bank account. Nobody gives a shit. Nobody cares about you. They care about their problems. And so I've made tons of VSLs that were 10 minutes, 20 minutes, 30 minutes, 40 minutes. You can do that. That route still works. That route is still 100% effective. But if you're watching this right now and you're on your own and you're doing this like this week, I would stick to the 90-second VSL formula and not really worry about trying to do this big long sales pitch with slides and perfecting the slides and the order of the slides, and you got to make sure you say this right before you say this, and then you got to build people up and then bring them down and then say the price, and then before you say the price you have to anchor them. It's like, no, just stick to the 90-second VSL formula. Okay, so that's day 7. That is launch day. Launch email is very simple. Launch email is 50 words or less. Hey guys, here it is. We're live. Cart's open. Buy it now. We're gonna close the cart. The sale ends. The 40% off ends. The 90% off ends. The early bird sale, whatever it may be, ends Cyber Monday, for example. Like, hey, it's Friday. Cyber Monday is the last day to get this, so make sure you get it now. Every day after that, the price goes up, or the quantity goes down, or we only got 10 slots. Whatever you want to do to naturally make sense for your offer. Don't add fake urgency. Don't add fake limitations. Dude, we know that it's an online course, and we know that you can sell more than 50 seats. Okay, I'm guilty of that. I've said like, hey, only 10 slots left in my online course, or I've only got 10 more copies of my ebook, so you better download it now. It's like, it's a digital file, Jordan. So I'm guilty of that. So don't follow what I've done. Don't do the same mistakes of blatantly lying to your customers just to make a sale. Don't do that. So the VSL comes out. It's 90 seconds. It's all on your sales page. It's on your YouTube channel. It's pinned to your homepage. It's pinned to your Twitter feed. It's in your Instagram stories. You are shamelessly plugging this everywhere on LinkedIn, places that you've never even posted before. Go ahead and post it. Who cares? Be shameless, because I thought about this today. There's a lot of people that are kind of afraid to launch on Black Friday. There's a lot of people that are afraid to launch their product in general. And I know I said at the top of the show that we're going to get into the mindset, but this one mindset I think will help, and we can quickly bounce out of it. You have to be shameless. You have to, because you have this core obligation that your product is the exact thing that your customers are looking for, and your customers are desperately seeking it. And the only problem is they just don't know about it. And it is our 100% job and obligation to go find those people and help those people. They are in desperate need of our help, and it's our obligation. What are we going to do? Sit back? They are in a, pause, run with the metaphor on me. They're in a burning building, and we're just standing on the sidewalk going, well, I don't want to be rude. I don't want to go bust in there. I don't even know the place. I don't even know them. It's our obligation. We've got to go in there. We've got to help these people. That's how you should feel about your product. That's the metaphor. It's like, we are desperately have to help these people. So I don't care. I don't care if I look stupid. I don't care if I'm shameless about this. It's just, I got to go. I got to run in there and help these people. That is the feeling. So on launch day, run with the shamelessness. Just blast it out. Hey, go get this. Come, here's the link. It just all out assault on day 7, on launch day. Don't feel shame. Don't just rock with it. So that's launch day. Launch day is exciting. You're going to see a nice spike in sales if you've done all your homework and you've done everything right so far. Then day 8 comes. What do we do for day 8? Day 8, we do the exact same thing we did on day 7. We blast it out. We pump it out. We post the VSL again. We go out and ring the bell one more time. We run around the neighborhood and just swing it around and say, hey, this is it. Come get it. Here it is right now. Go grab it. We keep doing that. Maybe on day 8, you do some kind of FAQ questions. That could be an email. FAQ emails. Or, hey, showing a little excitement, or maybe you get a bonus that you want to release, or some kind of, hey, we're doing a live show. Something. Be creative with how you want to sell this stuff. Be creative with how you want to get people excited. It could be an FAQ email where it's just, hey, a lot of you guys were super excited about this product that just came out yesterday. Again, reminding people the price, what they get, the refund policy, and when the doors close. And then the FAQ email could just be, the rest of it could be talking about, hey, we had a couple customers had some questions. I figured I'd answer it to the entire list and just go through it one by one. Answer questions, FAQ, FAQ, FAQ. FAQs are not, this is a kind of a side note, FAQs are not technical, logistical questions. They're not actually literally questions. Or if they are questions, they should be spun in a way that does the sale. So it's not, how many lessons does this have? I'm trying to think of more of or if the question is how many lessons does it have, it shouldn't be, this has 8 lessons with 45 minutes. Be like, no, these lessons, every single step that we have in here is going to engage you. We've built this in, we've tailor-made this process inside this course to show you exactly steps, what you need, when you need to know it at the exact time. And we've spent hours and days trying to curate this journey for you. So see what I mean? It's kind of you're spinning it a little bit. So that's day 8. And now what you'll notice about day 8 wasn't as popular as day 7. It wasn't it's launch day. Hey, that's fine. No big deal. And then you're gonna go into day 9, the second day. It's been almost 48 hours. I put post number 4, post because this could be like post number 1. All of these right here. We'll just drag these over here. You should be posting just every single day. It's like post, post, post. Should be like you will exhaust the entire algorithm. I promise you, you're gonna push this as hard as you can to as many people as possible. Ring the bell as many times, and then you can take a break. Like, it's okay. You can have a little cool down period after on day 12, 13, 14, 15, 16. You can take a week off. I don't care. But like, you can cool the breaks after this. But for right now, really hammer home. And you can have a lot of these social posts scheduled ahead of time. You can have a lot of these posts be kind of the same message over and over, the same videos over and over, or images or links or flow. All of that can be kind of the same. But let's talk about the mental psychology with day 9. Day 9 is probably going to be your lowest sales day. You're going to feel the most tired. You're going to feel the most depressed. You're going to feel the most like, hey, we had a good run. Don't worry about it. This is like, so if you were doing like a Black Friday, Cyber Monday stretch, this is that Sunday before Cyber Monday where you're like, hey, it's kind of, we gave it a good shot. That's it. Sunday night, I don't think people are buying anymore. The sales are low. So, like, let's wrap it up. That's where most newbie amateur founders will wrap it up and say, hey, we're good. Thanks for watching. They're done. With you, on the other hand, you know about this because you watch this show. You understand that on day 9 is the day before the highest peak day that you're ever going to have in your life. You thought launch day was crazy. Well, get ready for the last day of the promotion, the midnight hour before everything ends and everything closes and everything expires. That's going to be where the peak spike is. That's what you're going to see in sales. So day 10 is where you step back on the gas, or you keep stepping on the gas. I don't want you to lose momentum on this. Day 10 is where you send 3, 4 emails to everyone. You are 24/7 looking at your DMs. You're 24/7 looking at the live chat. You are reposting the VSL. You are posting another video. You are going live. You are all hands on deck, making sure every single corner of your market is covered. Every single door is managed, and like every door into your business, every door into buying this product is being watched and is swung wide open. So all your customers have to do is just fall in to your product and just get it and just say yes. A lot of your customers are going to have, you're going to think like, if I do live chat or if I do DMs and people have questions or people are like coming at me with all this stuff, I'm not ready. I'm not a sales guy. I can't do one-on-one sales. I don't want to do sales calls. That's scary. The questions that you're going to get or the customers that you're going to face on day 10 or all these people that are lags, that just kind of lagging in the cats that you got to herd in, really all you have to do and all they really want is for you to answer just one question. And it's going to be such a like simple, neutral question. You're like, really? That's it? That's all you just need that one extra question? Like, hey, you're a video streaming thing app. Like, hey, I know you said you do 720p, but can this do a 1080p resolution? And it's like, yeah, you can do 1080p. Like, hey, can you upload this to YouTube? Like, yeah, you can share. Yeah, it works on. It's like, oh, cool, great, I'll buy. And you'd be like, that was the question? That was it? Like, it's such some of these questions are so simple. And it's like, hey, if I miss a day, or if, hey, what? It's like, it's just so very basic questions. You're not going to get grilled by customers because a lot of customers, you realize, and that's what's so nice about day 10 is that they just, well, maybe it's not nice, but they just procrastinate. A lot of us procrastinate. Hey, I'll get around to it. Hey, yeah, I saw that you launched on Friday. I got busy this weekend, and hey, are you still available? Can I still get this? And so that's where all the doors close on day 10. But this is where you, on day 10, hit the hammer, ring the bell, and say, hey, this is it. Closing in 2 hours, closing in 1 hour, closing in 10 minutes. Hey, this expires at midnight. Really pushing people there. I'll pause here and say, don't start to hand out discounts Don't try to give everybody the kitchen sink. This is where you should be closing down shop and taking things away from people rather than giving people more incentive, because you're really punishing the people that were your early adopters, which are the people that you really want. So all these people at the very end, I've seen it done with a couple products where they'll have like, it'll be the main product. It'll be like 5 bonuses, and every single day a bonus gets taken away until it's just the main product. Or I've seen some where it's like the price goes up. So hey, the first 10 people get it for $100. The next 10 people can get it for $200. The next 10 people can get it for $300. And like, the longer you wait, the more you're gonna get punished. So that's kind of a nice way to do it as well. Like, hey, the price is going up. The next 10 people, price is going up $100. On day 10, you're going to see your highest spike. You're going to see your most customers come in. I don't want you to lose hope and faith on day 9. And one last little trick on day 10. It expires at midnight, for example, midnight East. Let's say it expires midnight Eastern. Keep it open. Keep the checkout open until the next morning. Go back, wake up the next day, wake up 7 a.m., 8 a.m., then turn it off. Because all those people that got the email, so they're just now checking their email, they're gonna check at 2 a.m. on that Monday and be like, "Oh no, did I miss it? Did I like? Now is it still available?" They'll check. They still see it. They still see it's available, and they're gonna buy. And why not? Let the people in. Like, hey, let them feel like they snuck in the back door. Let them feel like they got a win, like they got a good deal, like hey, they slipped in at the last minute. Let people feel like that. It's okay. And hey, it's money in your pocket. They get what they want. You get what you want. And then you naturally close it at 8 or 9 o'clock in the morning the next day. And that is the end of your 10-day Black Friday sale. Now, if you want all this, if you want the emails, if you want the video scripts, if you want the flow, if you want the Framer landing page template on how to do this, how to assemble it all, to do zero thinking, and then you get 4 lessons from me, 45-minute lessons from me talking about this exact stuff, walking you through exactly what to do for how to position your product, how to think about your pre-launch, how to actually launch properly, and how to handle sales objections like I just talked about in day 10. All of that is available niceslicestudio.com/training/500K. You get all that, and it's also all packaged into a nice Notion dashboard. I give you this kind of calendar where you just see everything, and I give you kind of the task templates. So you just see it. Hey, switch this to in progress. You slide this one over to done. Slide this one over to in progress. So that you stay organized. You know what to post, when to post it, and I've taken all the brain power out. Everything is just like, you don't have to think about this. You don't have any marketing experience. We've done this over 200 times, and I've seen the ins and outs of a sale. I've seen the ins and outs of a launch. You don't have to put yourself through that stress. You don't have to do all that hard work. You don't have to go through and launch your product 200 times. We've already done the hard work for you. We got all the templates, everything ready to go. niceslicestudio.com/training/500K. Let's take a look at some questions here from CK. CK is, I'm not sure if this is relevant here. Let's see. Let's see. Okay, I gotta read before I say it's not relevant. You never know. I did post lots of videos on YouTube. I'm a piano player and playing all kinds of genres. At times, I do feel like to make a course. How can I find out what users look for? So if you're making YouTube videos all the time, and this is great for people launching their products, if they are not sure what to launch or what to talk about or what product they should do, always start with what your customers are asking. Always start with the YouTube comments. You could go to Reddit if you wanted to. You could, anytime you interact with your customers, or anytime you're putting out an email, or anytime you're putting out something, see what feedback you get, see what comments you get, see what questions come in, and that's going to be kind of the breadcrumbs that are going to lead you to the product. They're not going to, sometimes you can go off a customer question and be like, hey, that could be a product, that could be a course. It's that combined with your intuition about that target audience and your intuition about what is a product, or what is some kind of, how could you package this up in a way that would solve somebody's problem. You always got to start with the problem. You can't just say, hey, I'm going to make this, or hey, I'm cool, or I'm expert, or I know about, so CK with like piano tutorials, like, hey, I know how to play a couple songs. Like, let me just play a couple songs and teach you how to play a couple songs and put it into a course. It has to be kind of around a problem, or has to be around a certain thing with, so with piano tutorials, maybe that's like a little bit more, and I'm kind of getting a little bit far out on a branch here, but with piano, maybe they want to know a certain genre, or you're talking to a certain type of person, or a certain someone who has like, hey, this is my favorite artist, or this is my favorite style of music. You really gotta filter it down. You don't want to just make like the basics of piano or the basics of this. You want to make something for a specific person that, or it could be a younger version of yourself that you wanted to know about, or hey, I wish I knew this 5 years ago. Let me put this into a course. And don't overwhelm people. Don't try to give them the fire hose of everything. Don't try to give them the gallon of water. Just give them something very simple, rather than trying to give them the whole 9 yards of like, here's the entire encyclopedia about pianos, how to tune a piano, how to write piano music, how to play piano in a band. Just give them one simple thing, one simple problem. And that kind of reminds me of all this. If you're watching this right now and you're thinking about launching, maybe you're watching this way into the future and you're like, okay, Jordan, I just missed Black Friday. I'm watching this in January. I'm watching this in March. I'm watching this in the summer. I don't care. Um, if you're watching this right now, this means that you are interested in launching your product. You have a product that you're ready to launch. And for some reason, you are watching this, go, hey, I just need to know one thing, or I just need to you're in this like I used to suffer from this. You're addicted to learning. You're addicted, and learning becomes procrastination. Like, hey, if I just watch this one more video or I learn this one more strategy, then I'll be ready. If you're watching this right now, you have already self-selected that you are the person that needs to do this. So I want you to open up your phone right now. I'll wait. Open up your phone right now. Go to your calendar app, or even hold the side of the button and say, "Hey Siri." And then I want you to say, in 30 days, choose a date 30 days from now and say launch day. That's going to be your launch day. I don't want any excuses. I don't want you to back out of this. I want you to set a timer for 30 days from now. And that's when you're going to launch. That's when you're going to get everything ready. That's when you're going to get all your emails, all of this stuff, everything that we just went over. You could have this all scheduled and ready to go. You don't have to do it on that day. You don't have to do it on day 4. You don't have to log into your email, write the pre-launch email number 1, and then record pre-launch video number 1. You can have all of this done ahead of time, and then you just schedule it out, and then that's your launch. And then you can kind of kick back. And the only hard work that you got to do is making sure all the posts and everything comes through day 7, 8, 9, and 10, and make sure your checkout works and make sure your customers are getting what they wanted. That's all you have to do. So really, you're just working 7, 8, 9, 10. Those are the only days that you're truly working and active there. Everything else you can schedule. So if you're watching this right now, 30 days, I'm going to hold you to it. Make a promise to yourself, in 30 days, I'm going to launch. I'm going to put this out there. I don't care if it's half done. I don't care if it's half baked. I don't care if it just has one feature of my SaaS product. I don't care. I'm going to put it out there. I'm going to charge for it, and I'm going to try to get a customer. That's what I'm going to do in 30 days. So if you're watching this, set your calendar. Let's see. Brandon, product marketing from Texas. What's up, man? Who's developing a competitor to a multi-million-dollar product. This is very helpful. This is also helpful for launching features at my current job. Yes, this is if you're a PMM right now, a product marketing manager, this is what you do every day. You're thinking about, we've got a new feature that we need to talk about. How do we frame the feature? How do we get people excited about this feature? So yeah, this exact thing can be applied to an entire SaaS product, like a 1.0 or a 2.0, or this could be applied to a feature. So if you have a small feature coming out or a big feature, I'm of the mind that there are no big or small features. There's the feature that your customers are looking for, because you say, oh, this is a big feature, so we got to really jack it up and do a big launch. Or you say like, oh, this is a small feature. This isn't really worth our time. This isn't really worth our resources. If this is the feature that your customers are looking for, we're going to talk about it, and we're going to follow this 10-day plan. We're going to ramp people up. We're going to tell them about it. We're going to get them excited about the problem, agitate, solve. We're going to follow the exact same formula for a feature, the same that we would talk about launching a product. So again, guys, go to niceslicestudio.com/training/500 and grab the 500K SaaS launch kit. It's got everything in here. I could spend the next couple hours talking about, hey, here's what you write in pre-launch email number 1, pre-launch email number 2. But instead, I put it all here. It's all in an entire dashboard that you can log into, take a look at, and do. Again, what's nice about all this is you do zero thinking. You just log in and say, hey, Jordan, what should I write today? Okay, this email. And half of these are just AI templates. So So you can just say like, hey, write me email number 1. Here's my topic. Here's my problem. Here's my app. Cool. Shoot. Email number 1. Done. Then you move on to email number 2. All of this, all the work combined should probably take you for a 10-day launch. We're talking probably you could finish all of this stuff in 2 hours. That's it. 2 hours and you can have the biggest launch of your life, the biggest launch of your business, or it could be the first and biggest launch of your business. But I don't want you to chicken out on this stuff. I don't want you to feel like I'm not worthy enough, or I'm not good enough, or this product isn't ready, or I'm not ready, or what are my customers going to say, or people are going to laugh at me. Be shameless. Go out there, tell people about your product, get people to buy your product. Your customers are out there. They are in desperate need of your help, and you holding back and you being a little scared is actually selfish. And you holding back the solution that you have that you've been working on is selfish. And it's your duty and your obligation to sell this product and get this into your customers' hands as soon as possible. That's how I feel about this. NiceLifeStudio.com/training/500K. We talk about this exact stuff, everything that you need to know. That is going to be the end of the show. Thank you guys for watching. CK, some of which they did ask for a pre-info tutorial. CK, go talk to your customers. Go talk to your students. What do they want? Whatever they tell you that they want is the product that you're going to go make. Work on it, deliver it as fast as possible, ask what they want again, and do it all over again. So thank you guys for watching. We will see you. Next week is Thursday. We're going to do a Friday one. The next event is next Friday, the day after Thanksgiving. So Black Friday. Doran and I are going to come on here. We're going to have the Nice Life Studio board meeting. We're going to talk about the entire annual company, how we did, how we survived our first year in business as Nice Life Studio. So stick around. We're going to talk about that. We're going to talk about mistakes, strategies, things we learned in the first year of business. So if you are in your first year of business, you're going to stick around, and I think you'll probably find it quite entertaining as we go through all the dumb things that we did over the last year. So I will see you guys next week, next Friday. Thanks for watching. Thanks for joining, and take it easy.